Hello dear students, welcome back. Hope you all are doing good. Before getting to our lesson, I want all of you to take your commerce book and your commerce note. All of you take your commerce book as well as your commerce note. All of you must take your book. Okay, let's move on. So in the previous class we have started with chapter 3, classification of business activities. We have started with chapter 3, classification of business activities, and under that we have seen what is meant by industry and the kinds of industry. Do you remember? We have seen the kinds of industry. The industries are classified on the basis of activity as well as on the basis of size. So on the basis of activity, industries are classified into primary, secondary, tertiary. In primary, extraction industry and genetic industry. So what is meant by extraction industry? Extraction means uh, it extract or it draw out products from the natural sources. Okay, and genetic industries, or it goes with breeding animals, plants for their future reproduction. Okay, so mostly this primary industry, it deals with the raw materials, and the secondary industry classified into two: manufacturing and construction. Under manufacturing, analytical industry, synthetical industry and processing industry, as well as we have seen the assembling industry and then construction industry. So what are the products, raw materials that we collect from the primary industry converting into the finished goods? It happens in the secondary industry. Okay, and then next one is tertiary industry. That is, it is not they do not produce goods, but they produce utility services. Mostly it goes with the services. Okay, banking industry, insurance, warehouse, advertisement and so on. And then industries based the size: micro, small, medium and large. And we have seen based on size means they have classified based on the equipments they have. Okay, now their investment on the plants and the machineries, based on that they have classified on the basis of size. Okay, so now let's move on to next part, and let's see what are the things that we are going to learn today. We are going to learn commerce, what is commerce and what is trade, as well as we are going to learn some of the important components of trade, transportation, banking, insurance, warehousing, communication and advertisement and salesmanship. These are the important things that the commerce includes. Okay, commerce in tonale, these all things will come. So we are going to learn these things in detail. Okay, so now all of you turn your book to page number 20. Page number 20. Have you opened? All of you must open your book to page number 20. Take your pencils also. So whenever we read the important things, you are going to underline it. Okay, so let's move on. First, we have completed in the last class what is industry. Okay, industry means it is the production side of the business activity. Okay, now let's see commerce. Commerce refers to all those activities which are necessary for bringing goods from the place of production to the place of their consumption. So commerce means all the activities which involved in from the production, from the industry to the place of consumption. எங்க உற்பத்தி பண்ணாங்களோ அந்த உற்பத்தியிலேருந்து வாடிக்கையாளர் ஆகிய நம்ம கிட்ட கொண்டு வர இடையில நடைபெறக்கூடிய எல்லா ஆக்டிவிட்டீஸும் காமர்ஸ். according to Evelyn Thomas, that we are going to see the definition. According to Evelyn Thomas, commercial operations deal with three things she is mentioning: buying and selling of goods, exchange of commodities, and the contribution of the finished goods. Okay, so commercial operations deals with, what is mean by commercial? Buying and selling of goods, exchange of the goods, that is commodities, and the contribution of the finished products. Commerce includes not only trade but also services such as transport, warehousing, packaging, insurance, banking, and sales promotion, which are incidental or auxiliaries to trade. So, commercial means not only the trade. Okay, trade means buying or selling, exchange of commodities, contribution of finished goods. Not only that, it also includes certain services. Okay, சில சேவைகளும் அது செய்யுது. For example, transport, warehousing, packaging, insurance, banking, sales promotion are connected to the trade. Refer to chapter 2. Commerce include the following activities as briefly explained below. So if you want to see in clear that we have completed in chapter 2, you can refer that. Okay, so let's move on to next, trade. Let's see what is trade. Trade is an essential part of commerce. The term trade is used to denote buying and selling. It helps in making the goods produced available to ultimate consumers or users. Therefore, one who buys and sells is a trader. A trader is a middleman between the producer and the consumer. Trade may be classified into internal trade, external trade, wholesale trade, and retail trade. Okay, trade, vyabaram. It is also an important part of the commerce, and the term trade means the ultimate thing it should come into your mind is buying and selling. Okay, வாங்குவதும் விற்பதும் நடைபெறக்கூடிய விஷயம்தான் trade. It helps in making the goods produced available to the ultimate consumer or users. Okay, so it is helping from the producer கிட்ட இருந்து அந்த பொருளை வாங்கி நம்ம கஸ்டமர் ஆகிய நம்ம கிட்ட கொடுக்கிறது தான் இந்த ட்ரேடரோட வேலை. So who is a trader? One who buys and sells is a trader. So from the producer, from the creator, he buys the product, and to us he sells. A trader is a middleman between producer and the consumer. That means the manufacturer and the user. Trade may be classified into internal trade, external trade, wholesale trade, and retail. Okay, and the next, internal means which is happening inside, external means outwards, and wholesale means in a bulk amount, retail means motta vyabaram as well as சில்லறை வியாபாரம். The next one, transport. Transport is also an essential part in the commerce. Okay, it also includes the service of transport. Seeing all goods produced at or near the production place is not possible. Hence, goods are to be sent to different places where they are demanded. The medium which moves men and materials from one place to another is called transport. So selling all the goods produced at, okay, so where they have produced, if the product is produced in Chennai, so all the things can we sell only in Chennai? No, right? If where the product may be needed in Madurai or Tirunelveli, okay, so they have to send the product to Madurai or Tirunelveli. So wherever the consumer, wherever the demand, எங்கெல்லாம் தேவை இருக்கோ அந்த இடங்களுக்கு அவங்க வந்து மேக் பண்ண ப்ராடக்ட்ஸை சென்ட் பண்ணி கொடுக்கணும். ஸோ அதோட ஒரு மீடியமாக இருக்கிறது டிரான்ஸ்போர்ட். ஸோ டிரான்ஸ்போர்ட் இஸ் ஆல்சோ வெரி வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் ஃபார் the commerce activities. So the medium which moves men and material from one place to another is called transport. And the next one, Next service is very important, banking. Are you all following me? Okay. Banking. Nowadays we cannot think of business without bank. Is it true? Yes, right? Even for a small business or a big industries, they all need bank. To start the business or to run in smoothly, we require money. Banks supply money. Business activities cannot be undertaken unless funds are available for acquiring assets, purchasing raw materials, and meeting other expenses. Necessary funds can be obtained from bank. Thus, banking helps business activities to overcome the problem of finance. So, the banking service is also very needed for the trade activities, commerce activities. Okay, so nowadays we cannot think business without bank. Or to start a business, or to buy things, to purchase the raw material, or to buy assets, or meeting any other expense, we need money. Money is basically business is basically oriented with money, right? Without money we cannot do business. So for that, most of the banks, they supply money. Okay, they give loan and all, and necessary funds can be obtained from banks. So the problem of finance in the business is overcome by the help of the bank. And the next one, insurance. Insurance also very needed to bear the risk factor. Okay, business involves various types of risk. Factory building, machinery, furniture, etc. must be protected against fire, theft, or and other risk. Okay, so business is always have risk. ஒரு ரிஸ்க் இல்லாமல் ஒரு பிஸ்னஸ் கிடையவே இல்லை. எப்போ நமக்கு லாஸ் வருது, எப்போ எந்த வழி மூலம் நமக்கு லாஸ் வருது, எதுவுமே நம்ம வந்து கணிக்கவே முடியாது. ஸோ in business we must protect our building, all the machines we have, and the furniture and all the assets that we have, we need to protect it. Protected from the fire, தீயில இருந்து பாதுகாத்துக்கணும். theft, திருடு போகிறதுல இருந்து காத்துக்கணும், and many other risks are there. Materials and goods held in stock or in transit are subject to the risk of loss or damage. Employees are also required to be protected against the risk of accident and occupational hazards. Insurance provide protection in such cases on payment of a nominal premium, the amount of loss or damage, and compensation for injury, if any, can be recovered from the insurance company. So if something happened to the industry, maybe for it some mistake happened in the machines, or on the machine edadu paalayiduchu, or something happened to the workers. For workers also we can make insurance. If some accident happen, we can cover we can claim the insurance, and we can give it for their treatment. Okay, so all the risk factors are overcome by the insurance. So whatever business or whatever things we have, maybe the transportation we have, car, bike, and everything, we need insurance, right? So if something happen, we can we can claim the money. So in the same way, for paying certain amount, we can ensure the money, that the amount of loss or damage or compensation for the injury, if any, can be recovered from the insurance company. Let's move on to next page, warehousing. Page number 21, warehousing. Warehousing means Pantagasalai. Okay, usually goods are not sold or consumed immediately after production. They are held in stock to make them available as and when required. Special arrangement must be made for storage of goods to prevent loss or damage. Warehousing, underline, helps business firm to overcome the problem of storage and facilities the availability of goods when needed. Prices are thereby maintained at a reasonable level through continuous supply of goods. ஸோ ரைட் ஆஃப்டர் த ப்ரொடக்ஷன், ஒரு பொருள் உற்பத்தி செஞ்ச உடனே அதை அப்படியே உடனே எடுத்து விற்றுருவாங்க அப்படின்னு கிடையாது. ஓகே, தே ஆல் த ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ் வில் கோ இன்டு ஒன் பிளேஸ். எல்லாத்தையும் ஒரு இடத்துல வந்து ஸ்டோர் பண்ணுவாங்க. இன் எவ்ரி district, every state, every places they will have their storage, store house or store room. ஓகே, அப்படின்னு ஒரு பில்டிங் வந்து அவங்க அங்கே வச்சுருப்பாங்க. ஸோ அதில் எல்லாத்தையும் வந்து ஸ்டோர் பண்ணுவாங்க. அதுதான் வேர் ஹவுசிங். ஓகே, why they are storing them? Because they cannot immediately sell the products. So wherever the need, wherever the demand to send them, it will take time, take certain period, right? So to cover that, they will store all the products in certain places, and it helps the problem of storage facility. And whenever we need the product, for example, have you heard நெல் கொள்முதல் நிலையம் and all? நெல்லெல்லாம் விவசாயிகள்ட்ட இருந்து வாங்கி ஒரு இடத்துல ஸ்டோர் பண்ணி வச்சுக்கிறோம் கவர்மெண்ட். ஓகே, ஸோ after whenever the need comes, maybe every month we get rice from the ration shops and all, right? So from the warehouse they make into certain process, and it will come every month to the ration shops. So there is a storehouse or warehouse everywhere. So the another important thing is that the prices are thereby maintained at reasonable level. So இப்போ உடனே நம்ம உற்பத்தி பண்ணி உடனே அதை நம்ம கன்சியூம் பண்ணிக்கிட்டோம்னா நெக்ஸ்ட் அடுத்த நேரம் தேவைக்கு அது இல்லாமல் போயிடலாம். பட் இந்த மாதிரி நம்ம ஸ்டோர் ஹவுஸில் ஸ்டோர் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு நம்மளுடைய தேவைக்கு நம்ம எடுத்துக்கிட்டோம்னா த ப்ரைஸ் லெவல் வந்து ரொம்ப சேஞ்ச் ஆகாமல் இட் வில் ஸ்டேபிள். ஓகே, ஸோ கண்டினியூஸ்லி சப்ளை வந்து மக்களுக்கு கிடைக்கிறதுக்கும் உதவி செய்யும். ஸோ திஸ் வேர்ஹவுசிங் இஸ் ஆல்சோ வெரி வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் ஃபார் the commerce activities. Okay, so next one, communication. Communication, it means transmitting or exchange of information from one person to another. So transferring or exchanging information, data from one person to another person. ஒரு ஆள் கிட்ட இருந்து இன்னொரு ஆளுக்கு தகவல்கள் பரிமாறுறது. It can be oral or writing. It may be in நம்ம வாயினால் சொல்கிறதாகவும் இருக்கலாம் அல்லது எழுத்துப்பூர்வமாகவும் இருக்கலாம். It is necessary to communicate information from one to another to finalize and settle the terms of sales, such as price of goods, discount allowed, and the facility of credit, and so on. Internet, telephone, teleconference, email play an important role in establishing contact between businessmen, producers, and customers. Okay, so to the businessman or to the producer and to the consumer, there are certain things, communication to be transformed. Okay, especially the price of the goods and the discount allowance or the facility of the credit and so on. So the communication is very important. Nowadays these communications were traveled by the internet, telephone, teleconference, email, etc. So these are the things. Mostly this email is very very important for all the business people to share their communication. Okay, should share their information. Next one, advertising and salesmanship. So advertising frisbee knowledge gap, and it solves the difficulty of information. Advertising helps consumers to know about the various brands manufactured by several manufacturers. The media used to advertise products for radio, newspapers, magazines, television, internet, billboard, and so on. So advertisement is also very very important, and it solves the difficulty of information. So மக்களுக்கு ஒரு பொருளை குறித்து அந்த அறிவில்லாமல் இருக்கிற அதை வந்து அது போக்குது. மக்களுக்கு ஒரு போதிய அறிவு அந்த அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் கொடுக்குது. ஓகே, அண்ட் இட் ஹெல்ப்ஸ் த அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் டு நோ அபவுட் வேரியஸ் பிராண்ட். ஓகே, ஸோ இஃப் யூ டேக் த சோப், there are different brands, right? Lux, Hammam, and Peers, and different kinds brands are there. So how we know that? We know through the advertisement on the TV, right? When we watch that, we will get certain knowledge. So, and each has each benefit, and they will say this and that, right? So for everything, for biscuit or for any brand, for any car or anything, the manufacturer, he use he give advertisement to popularize his brand, okay, to make known the brand to the consumer. The media used to advertise products for, so what are the medium they have? Through radio advertisement, through newspaper, through magazines, through books, television, of course, from internet. So nowadays if we browse anything in the internet, everywhere we will see certain advertisement, right? It will just pop up. And the billboard means while you are traveling on the road, and you will see a big board, Portis or some other brands, okay, so that is called billboard. So these are the mediums of advertising. And the next page, salesmanship, page number 22, salesmanship. Salesmanship is a skillful art of selling commercial goods. It facilitates personal selling. Many times the sales force is required to book orders directly from dealers or customers. It is very much required in the sales of service and industrial goods. Okay, so salesmanship, advertisement மாதிரி இது salesmanship very very important. And அதுக்கு ஒரு தனி skill வேணும். So mostly in our home and all, people used to come, right, to sell their products. With their speaking skill itself, we will get into buy that product. So it is based, this salesmanship is mostly oriented with the skillful art. It is a skillful art, okay, and it facilitates personal selling. Many times the sales force is required to book orders directly from dealer and the customers. And the key terms to know from this lesson is, you have learned industry, right? You know what is industry, and commerce and trade. Now coming back to page number 21, comparison between industry, commerce and trade. So turn book to page number 21. 21, comparison between industry, commerce and trade. So industry meaning, first let's read out the meaning. Extraction, reproduction, conversion, processing and construction of useful product. So ஒரு யூஸ்ஃபுல் ப்ராடக்டை எக்ஸ்ட்ராக்ட் பண்ணுறது, அதை ரீப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ணுறது, கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணுறது, ப்ராசஸ் பண்ணுறது, அண்ட் கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் ஆல்சோ இன்வால்வ் இன் த industry. Next one, commerce meaning activities involve distribution of goods and services. Okay, so commerce means distribution, எல்லாருக்கும் பகிர்ந்தளிக்கக்கூடிய வேலை, goods and services. Trade, purchase of sales of goods and services. Trade is buying and selling. Trade means, it comes to your mind, buying and selling, purchase and sales of goods and services. Next one, scope, consists of all activities involving conversion of materials and semi-finished products into finished products. So in the industry, what will happen? All the activities involve conversion of material, raw material, into semi-finished good or into finished goods. So raw material எடுத்து, அதாவது மூலப்பொருட்கள் எடுத்து அதை ஒரு பாதி முடியப்பட்ட பொருட்களாகவும் மாற்றுவாங்க, அல்லது முழுசா முடியப்பட்ட பொருட்களாகவும் மாற்றுவாங்க. In commerce, comprises trade auxiliaries to trade. It is mostly based on the trade activities scope. Trade comprises exchange of goods and services. So changing, buying and selling of goods and services. Next one, capital. Generally large amount of capital is needed for industry. Okay, for industry large amount of capital is needed, and commercial need for capital is comparatively less. Comparing to the industry, here the capital is less. And for the trade, small capital is needed to maintain stock and grant credit. So in the traders in near to our shop and all, if we ask for credit, they will give us, right? கடனுக்கு கேட்டாலும் நம்ம பொருட்கள் வாங்கிக்கலாம். So they need small amount to maintain the stock and to grant credit. Next one, risk involved is usually high in the industry. Very important. Risk involved, comparing to 3 industry, risk involved is high, and in commerce relatively less risk involved. The same way in the trade, less risk involved. So all the risk, it goes with the industry. Okay, these people, they are just buying and selling. ஒரு ஆள்கிட்ட ஒரு ஆளுக்கு கைமாற்றி விடுறாங்க. ஸோ அவங்களுக்கு வரக்கூடிய அந்த ரிஸ்கின் லெவலும் வந்து ரொம்ப கம்மியாக இருக்கும். And the next one, side. It represents supply side of goods and services. So what side this industry represents? Supply side. Okay, பொருட்களை எடுத்து கொடுக்குற வேலை, அடுத்தவங்க கிட்ட கொடுக்குற வேலை, சப்ளை. ப்ராடக்ட் ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ணி, மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்ணி அது கொடுக்குறது வேலை. காமர்ஸ் மீன்ஸ் இட் represent demand side of the goods. ஸோ காமர்ஸ் வந்து பார்க்கும் எங்கே வந்து டிமாண்ட் இருக்குது, எங்கே வந்து நம்ம ட்ரேடர் மூலம் அதை அனுப்பி வைக்கலாம், அந்த வேலை பார்க்குறது தான் காமர்ஸ். ஸோ டிமாண்ட் சைடு, அண்டர்லைன். ஓகே, 5 in industry, underline supply side. Commerce, underline demand side. And in trade, it represents both supply and demand. Okay, underline supply and demand. Next one, utility creation. It creates form utility by changing the form or shape the material. Okay, so எப்படி அது பயன்பாடு வந்து உருவாகுது. It creates form utility. ஒரு பொருளை வந்து புதுசாக உருவாக்கும், பை சேஞ்சிங் அதோட ஃபார்ம், அதோட சைஸ் எல்லாம் மாதிரி புதிய புதிய பொருட்கள் வந்து இந்த இண்டஸ்ட்ரி வந்து உருவாக்கிக்கிட்டே இருக்கும். ஓகே, ஆல் த, ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், இஃப் யூ டேக் மேகி நூடுல்ஸ் ஆர் சம் ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ் மீன்ஸ் pepper and salt, and with non-veg, with veg. Okay, different items, different innovations they will include in. So in the industry, the shape and the materials are always been changing. And next one, commerce. It creates place utility by moving goods from producer to consumer. So here needed, underline place utility. In industry, form utility. Here it creates place utility by moving goods from producer to consumer. And then trade, possession utility through exchange. அவங்களோட உரிமை, அந்த பொருளோட உரிமை மாற்றம், அந்த உருவாக்கினவர்கிட்டருந்து அதை யார் வாங்குறாங்களோ அவங்க பேருக்கு முழுமையாக அந்த பொருள் வந்து உரிமை மாற்றம் அடைந்து போயிடும். ஓகே, ஸோ இட் கிரியேட், அண்டர்லைன் possession utility through exchange. So that's all. We have completed our 3rd chapter. Now let's see the exercise. Choose the correct answer. Page number 22. Exercise. First one. Choose the correct answer. The industries engaged in extraction of iron ore are also known as. So extraction, the word, it itself shows the answer. Extraction industries. Second one, production which involves several stages for manufacturing finished product is known as. So production which involves several stage process. Okay, answer is processing industry. Third one, normally high level risk involved in, now we have seen industry. Okay, comparing to both, industry has high level risk involved. And the answers, let's write the classwork. All of you take your classwork note and write today's date. In the previous class we have written very short answer question and short answer question. First one we have written. Now we are going to write the second one. Write a short note on transportation. Write a short note on transportation. Here is the answer. The medium which moves men and materials from one place to another is called transport. telling selling all the goods produced at or near the production places is not possible, since goods are to be sent to different places where they are demanded. Write it down, write neatly. Write short note on transportation, போக்குவரத்து. What is transport? The medium which moves men and materials from one place to another is called transport. Selling the goods produced at or near the production places is not possible. Hence, goods are to be sent to different places where they are demanded. Next, we are going to write long answer question. So in our book, page number 22, the questions are there. Let's move on to write long answer questions. Long answer questions. First one, compare industry, commerce and trade. The answer is in our book, page number 21. Comparison between industry, commerce and trade. The whole thing you need to learn and write. Okay, meaning, scope, capital, risk, site and utility creation. So in the video, if it is not visible clearly, you can just refer your book and you can write it neatly. Comparison between industry, commerce and trade. Got it? Write it down. So let's move on to write the second one. So write short notes on analytical industry, genetic industry and construction industry. Second question. Second long question, write short notes on analytical industry, genetic industry and construction industry. First one, analytical industry. It analyzes and separates different elements from the same materials as in case of oil refinery. And genetic industries, these industries remain engaged in breeding plants and animals for their use in further reproduction. The seeds, nursery companies, poultry, dairy, piggery, hatcheries, nursery, fisheries, apiary, etc. So apiary means the farm of bees, okay, teni valarpu. Classical examples of genetic industries. And the next one, construction industries. These industries are involved in the construction of building, dams, bridges, roads as well as tunnels and canals. Construction industries involved in construction of building, dams, bridges, roads as well as tunnels and canals. So we have completed writing the class works. Okay. Write neatly. So we have written 2 long question and 1 short answer question in this class. Now let's move on to check answer for the previous homework. Fill in the blanks. All business activities can be classified into 2 broad categories, industry and commerce. The production side of business activity is referred as industry. Third one, on the basis of activities, industry may be divided into 3 wide categories, namely primary, secondary and tertiary. Fourth one, primary industry is concerned with production of goods with the help of the nature. Fifth one, construction industries are involved in the construction of building, dams, etc. So if you have written the wrong answer, just check and write the right answer. Check the answers. Have you checked? Check the spellings. So after checking the previous homework, let's move on to see today's homework. Today's homework: study the classworks and write answer for the following question. Compare industry, commerce and trade. So you are going to study today's classworks, all the question and answer, and you have to write answer for this question. Okay, compare industry, commerce and trade. So this long question you have to write it in your homework note, and when you come for correction, there is a test in this question. Okay, you have to write and show me. So write this question in a homework note. So that's all for today, and many more interesting lessons are going to come. So be attentive, utilize your time at home. So with another new lesson, we will meet soon in next video. Okay, thank you.